chapter to a brand new world. But soon, Ding Hao made his sword vibrate again and practiced the basic self-defense swordsmanship set. The sword released dazzling light again aggressively. It was proven that he was not imaging things just now. This time, Ding Hao performed the style of light splitting, ice cutting, cloud stirring, and wind chasing more fluently. The styles were as fluid as quicksilver in motion. Moreover, he even doubled the force of the swordsmanship. The blade swooshed through the air, accompanied by uninterrupted red lights. Now he was 100% sure that he had not only mastered the 4 styles but also comprehended the 4 styles completely. That's strange. Have I turned a genius through time travel? That seemed to be the only plausible explanation. Maybe the combination of 2 souls from different lives really made a peerless gifted genius. The idea gave Ding Hao more confidence to face the sect entrance test of swordsmanship seeking sect in half a month. As long as he could be a full member of swordsmanship seeking sect, he would take professional and scientific lessons to learn all kinds of magic skills and martial arts. He would be one step closer to his dream of controlling his fate. It was still early. Ding Hao decided to take the chance to practice swordsmanship by sword cleansing bond. After half an hour, he was completely absorbed in a wonderful state. After several swift strokes, Ding Hao let out a mass of body heat. His blood was boiling and gurgling in his veins like rivers. The sword was faster and faster. In the end, ordinary people were not able to keep up with the sword's movements. Ding Hao and his sword were completely shrouded in steaming hot white moisture. Dazzling sword light was flashing mysteriously. He kept practicing in this state for full 2 hours. Finally, the unprecedented soreness and fatigue slowed him down. At this time, Ding Hao realized another problem. A strong person needed not only soft power such as talent but also competitive hardware like a strong physique. However, Ding Hao was born with ordinary meridians, and he left them to become even thinner because he had not been practicing kung fu to nourish them. Moreover, he was 14 years old, and his meridians almost stopped growing. At present, he was only slightly stronger than a normal person. When he was in full swing during practice, he was exerting all strength of his muscles and bones. His body could only support him to operate in such a state for 2 hours. When he exceeded the duration, his muscles would suffer from unbearable soreness. If he continued, he might get hurt instead. This is not going to work. Even though I'm gifted, my body is weak. I haven't paved my way before 14 years old. I'm afraid I'll tread a difficult kung fu path. I might fail the sect entrance test as well. I need a way to build up my body shortly. From my memory, nourishment by medicine is the best choice, but unfortunately, Land of Infinity was a world full of wonders. Indeed, there were natural treasures that could change one's meridians and transform them. However, those treasures were too rare and too far to reach for a humble guy like Ding Hao. Only superior large clans had access to them. Is there any other way? Ding Hao frowned and dug through his memories again. After a while, his eyes flashed as something crossed his mind. Nevertheless, he soon revealed a hesitant look because he would take great risks to go there. He might even perish there. Well, although dangerous, it's my last chance. If I die, I end up flat on my back. If I survive, I'll prosper. Chances come out of danger. I'll do it. Thinking for a while, Ding Hao made up his mind with his teeth gritted. In his previous life, he used to be reckless. Although he had traveled through time, he stayed the same. At this time, the sun was setting in the distance. Blood-red clouds cast hues over the lands. The gate of swordsmanship-seeking sect looked as magnificent as that of a heavenly palace. People would praise and be swept away by its jade-decorated pavilions standing in folds, passageways zigzagging on water, practicing fields surrounded by trees, and rows of living buildings. After making up his mind, Ding Hao felt unexpectedly relaxed and even found the scenery down the gate magnificent. It's about time. I should go home. The setting sun looked picturesque. Ding Hao carried the rusty sword on his back and walked on the mountain path. He was carrying the sweeping tools on his back and feeling light-hearted. He took the stairs behind the steely that reed sword cleansing pond and soon reached the front ritual square of swordsmanship seeking sect. Ding Hao was walking through the ancient buildings, dark green old trees, grand statues, tall temples, and high eaves. He felt surreal as if in a fantasy TV shows when he passed by swordsmanship seeking sect disciples dressed in antique style. At this time, a mass of swordsmanship seeking sect disciples gathered before the notice board in the front. They clamored. What on earth has happened? They sound excited. You don't know? The new generation young swordsmen from the 9 sects of Snow Province, the 4 great swordsmen of Snow Province, battled in Frozen Peak for the title of the fastest swordsman. They fought fiercely for 10 days and 10 nights. Now, there came the outcome finally and the entire sect is talking about it. Really? Our brother Guanfidu is called the wind-chasing swordsman, one of the 4 great swordsmen of Snow Province. I heard that he's a 7-apertured master, he can top the other 3, right? That's right. Guanfidu is talented and possesses a body that could breed the frozen sword seedling. He's peerless and tops the other 3, but... But what? Did Guanfidu lose? Not exactly. At that time, Guanfidu defeated Fast Sword of Lianzhou Wuya of Lian Sect, Heart Cleansing Sword Ming Fang from Heart Cleansing Village, and Double-Sworded Shadow Feng Takang of Dependent Rising Clan. He earned the title of the number 1 swordsman and made the other 3 bow their heads and accept defeat. But who could have guessed that, as soon as the battle ended, a 14-year-old handsome teen in white showed up? A teen in white? Only 14 years old? Yes, indeed, the boy is really unprecedented and capable. He challenged them and beat Guanfidu with his first stroke, then, he beat the 4 swordsmen in unison with a second stroke. Then, he laughed and slipped away. No way. Which sect does he belong to? How can he be so fantastic? Rumor has that he might be the recently hyped genius from the number 1 sect in Snow Province, Tranquility Academy, Mutanyang. Ding Hao heard them discussing. They were talking about thrilling anecdotes about genius masters in this world. It was indeed a marvelous world full of possibilities. Indeed a marvelous